Looe. We're going to go to Looe.
We go to the Looe.
Yeah.
So, in this very first episode of Car Share Karaoke 2024. So this is Looe in Cornwall, in Carno, and these are Cornwallian people in front of me here. Genuine Cornwallian people with Cornwallian dogs. Spindly-legged Cornish poodle hound. And this is the beautiful Looe. And with the tide out, I've got to say, it smells a little bit like a Looe, that's for sure. So this is where this was where the artificial police station was here.
Yeah, that's where they filmed it.
Yeah.
So, and that's where they park all the police vehicles over the back there, by Pengillies. But it's really funny to come down here and people, because we live here, people saying, "Oh, do you realise that this is where they film Beyond Paradise?" And you're like, "Yeah." And as I say, they film the rest of it in our village, which is absolutely great. So, but if it brings tourism, if it adds to tourism and adds to the economy, I'm all in favour of it.
Yeah, because it's only 6 months of the year tops.
Yeah,
in good weather. In the winter, it's like chirp, 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 and chip bags blowing down the road, I suppose.
Yeah, as I say, I've walked through here December, and I can walk from one end of Looe to the other and not see a single person.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, cool. Interesting. Should point out some celeb houses as we go around. There's only a couple. We can't actually. We'll see them better as we go towards the seafront here.
Smuggler's Cave hole over there.
So it's all arched.
Yeah.
But the lifeboat is out playing. There we go. So again, Beyond Paradise film a lot on the beach here. Quite a lot on the beach here. The Banjo Pier, which is off to our right, because if you look at it from above, it looks like a banjo. The pier was shut for ages. I think that's the Rain Peninsula going round there. So as you go round the corner, off to the left, you're going in towards Plymouth. Polperro's off to our right. St George's Island, which you can't see it from here, but there's an island. It was owned by two spinsters for many years, but I think it was given to the National Trust or English Heritage. I'm not sure which.
Either way, it makes it difficult because every time you photograph it, put it on YouTube, they send you a bill.
Yeah. So anyway, famous peoples and houses. So if you come to where I am here and look upwards just past the seagull, you'll see there's a grey house, and then behind that there is a yellow one. It's owned by a newsreader, does news at 10, or used to do news at 10. Quite a lot of the time, and that was sold about 5 years ago for a ridiculous amount of money, well over £1 million. And someone did their homework, and when it was originally bought, it was bought for like 23,000. So, yeah.
You know what you got to do, Richard, don't you?
Stick my head in there.
Stick your head in there.
I'll break your back.
I sat in Atlantic 85 and has this always been your ILB? This one? Has this always been yours, this 85? Or
Yes, yeah. This was new to us in 2016. Yeah. This B class. 85. Yeah.
Just seems familiar. I come from the East Coast, and
Okay.
they seem to pop a lot of stuff up to lower stuff for testing,
Right,
which is quite interesting. So, but lovely little boathouse.
Yeah.
There was a big period between the 30s and 1996 when we'd have no boathouse here, but then they'd be out again in 96. So.
I should imagine you need it here, though. It's just
We cover the inshore area of Cawsand Bay. The area is well covered with all-weather boats from Foy and Plymouth.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of because obviously the tourism industry has taken off.
Yeah.
Rather than just fishing village anymore, it's now based on tourism.
Do you mind me asking you how many rescues you get with things like soft inflatables and things where people are getting carried out?
It used to be a lot more than it is now. We get more kayaks and paddle boarders these days. We get a lot of people cut off by the tide. The last rescue we had, which was just over a month ago now, was somebody injured themselves with some rocks around at Hannaford. And the only way they could really get to them was by taking the boat out.
And you haven't had anybody try and go between the island and the mainland
It does happen.
and put holes in their boats?
Yeah,
I'm just,
well, they're not holes in the boats, but they get stuck in the currents and the tides.
I'm not saying that for any specific reason.
Oh, I see. We've got an example, have we?
I was very young. I didn't live here then, so.
What a fantastic boathouse. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So all these are sort of where they repair their fishing nets and other bits and pieces, but also in one of these is the fuel line's out here now. I think, is that the fuel line? Oh no, that's not. That's where they bring their nets in. But one of these has got the
fuel bowser.
Fuel bowser in. So if you've got the card, you can get it cheap. The best fish and chips used to be this little building on the right where Lisa's standing with the doors. It's now, I think it's called Proper Smashed. But it used to be Dave's Fish and Chip Shop, and it was amazing, reasonably priced, and the fish came off the boats into the fish shop. Then this on the left, this catch was belonged to two famous chefs whose name, there were two brothers. They had several restaurants in Plymouth. But the really funny thing is you used to go into Dave's Fish and Chip Shop, and you'd see them out the back peeling their potatoes, and yet you come along here and you can see them having the pre-cut chips delivered, which I think's really funny. So, but yeah.
And that seagull Bob up there, or was that Dave?
I think that's Dave. Bob was round the corner. We saw Bob a minute ago.
That's definitely Dave.
Yeah, that's Dave. Is that Dave or Bob? The seagull. Sid.
And these are Cornwallian hounds.
Cornwallian hounds, yes.
Cheesy smashed, small fries and a beer. I like the idea of having a beer. That sounds good. Actually, cheeseburger £3 is not unreasonable.
No,
I've got to be honest with you.
Well, there's always a pasty if all else fails.
A pasty. Yeah. I love these little kiosks. I do.
Yeah, it's all changed a lot. In my time, this used to be a little joke shop here, which is a little joke shop.
Oh, yeah, I used to love joke shops. Looks like a fair place for a bit of a lunchtime break. Time for breather.
Yeah, we don't want beer garden.
Gosh, it's a long way to the garden bar, but looks like it's going to be worth it. Wow. Oh, this is a find. fancy a little bit of Bolly and Coke, old
Bolly and Coke, mate.
Bolly and Coke.
Pour it out.
Yeah.
Has that got a name?
Bolly and Coke.
Yes, it's called a bullcock.
Oh, it's got it quick. Yeah.
I did think it's like, oh, it's
Yeah, would you like some cock and bull? Say yes, I'll have some boll and cock. We used to like to call it bollock for short. Excuse me, can I have some bollocks? But what, you insulting me? No, I'll have some Bolly and Coke, please. You know, us London types, not like you know, Cornwallians.
Oh, I love it.
Carnowians, or whatever you're called. As local Cornwallians of a Cornwallian Carno tribe.
Could you imagine how many people that's going to rub up the wrong way?
I might be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
I haven't got the passport. I'm surprised I got over the bridge, to be fair. I like the fact they charge you to get out and not get in.
Yeah. Yeah, please come in.
Well, that's because they fleece you once you're here.
They fleece you once a year. Is it because it's like the Tamar Bridge? They can rename it the Hotel California Bridge.
Yeah.
No, I just...
So you can get here, but you can never leave.
Yes,
Yeah.
Not unless you go out via Gunners Lake.
Sorry.
You go out by Funny. Oh,
Yeah, you can go.
if you go out via Gunners Lake, it's free.
You go around the long way.
Go around the long way.
Yeah, because the Tamar is about as wide as this table.
Yeah.
So you go over a little tiny bridge and you're back in Devon for free.
Yeah, but then you could drive along that. There's loads of naked people running around with long hair and druids.
Wow. I
And
don't know.
Yeah, those.
This side of the water is more dodgy for trying to get a gene pool.
I do hear it's easier to see Stonehenge at night now. Is that true?
I should imagine so, yeah.
Fluorescent orange.
Fluorescent orange, yeah.
You're
times
on
a
a
year.
strong theme of nakedness there.
Nakeds. That's because I like Jamie Oliver and his food.
And what goes on the boat stays on the boat as far as I'm concerned.
Right, that's enough. Dinner time. Niblicks and chips. Here it comes. I'm going to get run over by the land.
It's the land train.
The land train. I've been waiting for the land train. So where is it we're off to, Rich?
We are off to Cawsand. Cawsand and Kingsand. There is actually a house in the middle of Cawsand and Kingsand that has a divider on it that divides Devon and Cornwall.
Oh. So one Cawsand is Cornwall side and Kingsand is
Devon.
and we're just about to go down Millbrook Hill. Cheers, sir.
I don't know if mate has still got his Porsche in there. Yes, he has. He's got a Porsche that is a piece of art.
This is what boating is all about, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Get your boat in the bay and just motor ashore on your tender.
That's the tender we've got that we've never used.
That's a Honwave one, isn't it, that one? And the boat arriving over there. I'm not sure what that is. It's,
I'm just looking at the nose of it.
it looks more like that American type of nose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I recognise that. 3 Royal Marines, 45 Commando.
Steps.
Who was stood up those steps?
Me, Rich,
Yeah.
and my brother.
Yeah.
And the waves were coming up halfway up that clock tower.
Wow.
Where those people had stood, they couldn't stand there. The waves were coming up and over the railings. And when we came out of a pub, we had to wade through water to get back here. Which we're going. Very tranquil today.
You can't sit on the wall like that, can you?
Or we could sit on the bench.
No, I'm okay.
Well, that's facing us.
Into the pub before we walk back.
Yeah, we've got a long walk back.
I've had a brilliant day today.
Sunset in
Cawsand. Well, Kingsand.
Kingsand's now.
This is Kingsand.
We're Kingsand.
We're in Kingsand now.
So we're in Devon.
Yes, we are.
Well,
we're kind of.
No, we're not. But we would have been.
So we've kind of gone from Devon to Cornwall, Cornwall to Devon.
That's the one.
Yeah, and fitted on the beach.
Yeah.
And the beautiful sound of the waves crashing behind us.
Oh,
We've had a lovely time. I've really appreciated just taking some time out and coming down to see you guys. And it's actually warmer now than it's been all day.
I think it may be because you've eaten and drunk. I'm not warmer now than I've been all day, hence the coat.
Oh dear.
Summer's coming. Boating plans. That could be us out in the bay.
I was just saying,
2 weeks.
The two
2 weeks, I reckon I'll be well enough.
Yeah.
The 2 boats moored out there could very well be us.
That'd be timed perfectly for my boat coming out the water, no doubt.
Yeah. Mine is probably green.
Yeah.
By now. Mine is green.
Well, I'm pretty interested in us moving to your moorings.
Your marina. Yeah.
Your marina.
Yeah.
Start making inquiries, and I'm
Well,
pretty certain they'll find something.
Well, it's easier for us, wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely brilliant for us because we can do it by train. Because you've seen our closest train station is
Oh well, what you told me about your train fares. What's it, £20 each to get from Cornwall, to be able to get from Cornwall to Norfolk?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's probably cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Norfolk, isn't it?
No, I doubt it. I think you're living in another era.
Oh, I'll find out.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be 40 odd quid to be fair.
40 quid, even so it'd be 240 for me,
Yeah.
probably. But
Oh, I love it.
I'm not sure if we're actually in the video here, but I don't know if you can see the sun setting on the boats in the harbour, or the boats in the moorings
Boats in
behind.
the moorings,
Those are on the moorings, aren't they?
Yeah.
And as I venture back up onto this beach, this deserted island, I've been at sea for like 5 weeks with no food, no beer, and just fighting my way up this this beach. And I meet the locals and the natives for the very first time. Water! Water! Give me water!
See the ferry?
Yeah, I can see the poop bag on top there.
Yeah.
As well, that's been conveniently left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
You can imagine why we love eating here, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Just the light here on this water is amazing.
Should we go and have a drink?
I don't mind that.
I don't mind having a quick